Hidden Object Guru here, joined by.
The Unabridged Gamer.
We're here for some Rise of the Tomb Raider endurance mode, finally. This is our third attempt to get this thing started. Hopefully it'll work this time.
Yeah, our connection is still showing not great, but hopefully.
Well, last time we tried to do it on a stream, and it did not go well. I fell off the
Amazing
edge of the
glitches
world.
happened.
Yeah, amazing glitches happened. We were running in the air, the world didn't load, so I fell endlessly through space. Like, there was some fun stuff. But yeah, I don't know why. I play co-op with people pretty frequently, and I have never had the kind of problems we had in Rise of the Tomb Raider. I was literally just earlier today playing from some Sniper Elite 3, and it worked perfectly. So, I hope this goes well, but I'm not
Well,
counting
right
on it
now
going well.
you're floating in the air by me.
Well, I'm not even in the game yet.
Okay, so you're still loading. Okay. That said, I want to raise a topic that I feel very strongly about, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on.
Okay.
Have you ever set the right mouse button as the use key?
Never once.
It is amazing. I did it with Resident Evil 2 Remake, and now I'm doing it. I just rebound while I was doing the tutorial again for this, and it's like, this works way better because all the stupid quick time events where you have to tap repeatedly and everything is so much easier.
Right, it's on a click instead of tapping the E button.
Yeah, and it makes so much more. It actually makes things a lot faster to do because instead of having to move your fingers
Finger off of D to E or W to E, you're just doing it with the mouse. Okay,
it's
I get that.
it's genuinely working so well for me.
How do you aim?
Shift. I use Shift for aim and I use Alt for sprinting because I'm using. Unfortunately, it's out of print now, but a Logitech writing keyboard, so everything is really tight together. And honestly, it's been probably the best gaming keyboard I've ever had. Seriously, when there was the Prime Days sale, my mom and I tried getting a new one and seeing if it worked better, but nah, this actually works just ludicrously better on its own.
That's crazy. A Logitech writing keyboard, really?
Yep, it's the one with the weird flowers. They're all golden and looking a little steampunky. But yeah, everything is so close together that it works marvelously. Now, I have a friend who's got some motor reflex issues, and they've told me that would not work for me. But for someone like me who doesn't have a motor issue, it actually works really well. It's basically, I took the Fear control scheme and I've iterated on it since then, because that's what you did in Fear. In Fear 1, you use Shift to ADS.
Right.
And it works so much better, and it genuinely frees up
your
more.
pinky finger's right there. Pinky finger's right there, so I do understand the concept.
Oh, you just teleported, so...
Oh no, I'm into the game now, finally. I don't know why it took me an extra 3 minutes to load the game compared to you. But I have loaded the game. Now we're going to find out if I see you hovering in midair, maybe skinning something? Are you skinning something?
I'm collecting all sorts of resources right now. They should be mutual to us, but we need to get a fire soon. Remember, you can use their... So basically we're in the same game, but we're in a different quantum state.
Yes. Oh my god. There is a deer. There's a squirrel hiding under a deer in my game.
There's a squirrel hiding under the deer?
Yeah, there is a deer that is stuck ankle deep, almost knee deep in snow, and there is a squirrel standing on the snow underneath it. My arrows do not work on either of them. So, it's become clear that this co-op is never going to work. So why don't you just... I'm going to wander around the world looking at the flora and fauna, and you tell me a little bit about this experience.
Okay. For when the game actually works...
The single-player game.
Yes, because it started as single-player. There is co-op for consoles, for PC, and I think even for the 360 port.
Wow.
But, basically...
So how does the whole world of this work?
Essentially, you're Laura looking for artifacts, and you're just thrown into this environment, and it's Don't Starve with AAA budget.
AAA budget and Tomb Raider combat.
Yeah, occasionally you'll encounter enemies. Most often you'll encounter other stuff. There's this big bonfire thing. I just found ours right here. I'm setting a marker.
Nice. If my game worked at all, I would absolutely love to come and help you with that.
But you do everything that worked in the opening for
Right.
Rise of the Tomb Raider works here. It fits and is enjoyable.
I gotta say, something I've noticed about Tomb Raider is there's so many games that made the move over to open world, right? That whether or not that seemed like a good fit for them. Weirdly, giving me a big map full of artifacts and hidden places really does seem like it would work okay for Tomb Raider. Like, I feel like that might be a nice fit.
Oh dear, we're having the issue where the world stops generating also.
Of course we are. I'm gonna go find that. Yeah, it's like it seems like that would be a natural fit for Tomb Raider, and I actually really liked that element of Rise of the Tomb Raider. There wasn't
the first few hours.
Yeah, the first few hours, you get these big open maps where you're sneaking around the woods and slitting dudes' throats and shooting and shooting wolves to make stuff like that. I've really enjoyed that, and it's weird. Once I started getting to the tombs and the facilities, I wasn't that interested. I played the whole game, but it didn't have the impact on me that first couple of hours did.
My game just crashed.
And I'm at the edge of the world. So, I think we're going to take this as a sign from God that we were not meant to co-op Tomb Raider.
I'm sorry, we've tried so hard with this one.
This is our third attempt. I mean, at some point, we just have to accept it's not going to work. So,
to explain really quickly,
please do.
It is genuinely fun when you can do it on your own because you can add all those card modifiers that are useless in the usual replay modes, and it is genuinely a fun time because you're essentially just remixing the first few hours of the game on this huge open map that isn't beholden to all of the bullshit of the campaign's questionable elements, and it works amazingly well.
So you're saying I should definitely just go at it, load it up, and try this thing out. It is completely worth my time to try out endurance mode.
I think it's at least worth trying it once or twice. I think it's unique. It's sort of like, understand, there were two different horror-themed DLCs besides the Baba Yaga mission. There's one where you're going
Lara's Nightmare, right?
Yeah, that one is freaking awful. It's set in the mansion. It's so broken I couldn't finish it, and I got an achievement for how many zombies I killed because I couldn't finish it.
And what's the other one?
The other one is, I'm looking here, I'm trying to see.
Cold Darkness?
Yes, Cold Darkness Awakened. That one is genuinely fun. Imagine Nazi zombies, but combined with Tomb Raider and randomized puzzle elements.
That actually sounds a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. All right, so you know what?
It's mostly negative on Steam. I don't know why. I had way more fun with it than any of the other zombie-themed modes in the game.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to load that up then. You know what? I'll just do a video of exploring Rise of the Tomb Raider, like a what is Rise of the Tomb Raider's bonus modes thing, so I can check these out. But thank you for insisting I load this thing up. I bought all of the DLC specifically to do this co-op with you, and that's never going to happen. But I anticipate the rest of it going. I anticipate the rest of it going well in the future. It is good to know that it wasn't the fact that we tried streaming it that was the problem. It's that for whatever reason, our attempts to play co-op are completely broken.
I mean, this whole new trilogy has tried so damn hard to make multiplayer work for it. The first one had PvP that also had lagging issues.
Yeah, I really hated the PvP in that.
I liked some of the ideas. The traps were nice. The levels were very reactive, but everything else was really wonky.
I just didn't. I mean, it was a game of constant shooting people point blank range with shotguns, and then they would teleport across the room, and I'm like, what the hell just happened there? That was my experience with every match of Tomb Raider multiplayer.
Yeah, the only platform I ever experienced it working properly was PS3 for some reason. PS3 was like the one platform where it didn't break. But there's this one with its survival co-op, and now Shadow of the Tomb Raider with a Challenge Tomb Season Pass that has co-op, which is the one that makes the least amount of sense to me, because if it's a puzzle-centric co-op thing, it's kind of one and done.
Oh, absolutely.
But for some reason they have a score attack mode now for solving the puzzles
at a specific speed.
It's so confusing.
That is
Indeed.
really weird.
But
All
yes,
right.
thank you for having me.
Oh, hey, thank you for dropping by for this. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with us. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's a playlist of us playing co-op games. Sometimes we even play the game. Oh my god. So yeah, you can click on the button for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, go drop them in the comment section below the video. We'll see you back here for Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair. But until then, au revoir.
Cheers.